Okay, so for the next recipe, we're gonna be doing our pandan churros with pandan kaya dip. Let's begin with doing the churros first. Now, in a saucepan, we're gonna be combining water, coconut cream, butter, and sugar, and a pinch of salt. Okay, so while we are waiting for this to boil, we have here a cup of all-purpose flour and we're going to be adding this into our saucepan later on. And then after that, we're going to mix it vigorously until everything is well combined. Okay, so now we are going to be adding our flour. And then we're going to mix it slowly at first and then vigorously. What you want at this point is to cook the flour that you just added. Okay? You have to make sure that everything is well incorporated into the liquid. Just making sure that the flour is well cooked. Okay? So probably you're going to be doing this for another 2 minutes. Just making sure there are no more lumps like that. Okay, so you want to make sure that the flour is cooked very, very well. Okay, now I'm going to allow this to cool down. I'm going to transfer this into a bowl and then we're going to start adding the eggs. Okay, so I've turned off the heat and the dough is fully cooked. We're going to be adding that into our bowl like so. We're going to allow the bowl to cool, the dough rather, to cool slightly before adding the eggs. We just want it to be a bit warm. We want to avoid cooking the eggs and turning it into scrambled eggs. Okay? Looking for a dough like this. Okay? Like that. Now, we're going to transfer this into a piping bag with a star tip and then I'm going to show you how to prepare it. We're going to start cooking our churros. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start squeezing the churros out. And once I have the desired length, I'm gonna cut it. You're gonna repeat this several times until you have a few pieces in your oil. I'm cooking this deep fried. Just make sure you do just a few pieces at a time, not overcrowding your pan. Okay? And you don't want a very hot oil over your churros because you don't want to burn it. I'm just cooking it over medium-low heat and just rolling the churros over the oil. This like this, golden brown. Now we're gonna pair this with our pandan kaya dip and then I'm gonna show it to you later. Okay, now we're gonna be doing our pandan kaya dip. Now for this recipe, we have 3 egg yolks and 3 tablespoons in this bowl. I've mixed it together like so. And then in this saucepan, I have here 1 cup of coconut cream and half a teaspoon of buko pandan flavor and a tiny pinch of salt. Now, we're just gonna allow it to simmer until it bubbles. Now it starts to bubble. Now I'm gonna turn it off. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to pour a tiny bit into our egg yolks. This is what we call tempering. Now, we want to allow a tiny portion of that hot cream into the egg yolks to make it get used to it. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to add this mixture back into the pan. And then, we are going to turn on the heat and allow for this to cook further. Now, mind you, this is over low heat, so we don't want to burn our cream, nor make this into a scrambled egg. So, we're just gonna do it gently until it thickens up. Okay, so we finally thickened up our pandan kaya dip, like this. And then we're just gonna store it in the container and then set it aside. Okay, so I've placed my churros, my crispy churros, into this beverage container. Now, you can use a lot of packaging for your business, but definitely this is such a good idea because it's very convenient and it's very easy to bring with you. Now, the cup also happens to have a hole since it's a beverage container. Now, this is gonna be great for insulation, okay? So, it allows the crispy churros to breathe and stay crispy for a longer time. Now, for the pandan kaya dip, I've also placed it here. Now, it's very good for during delivery and such. So, yeah, there you go.